Hi and welcome to INTJ Reacts. Today we have a song requested by the band Angels on the Battlefield called On the Wings of Dragons. Angels on the Battlefield is an American metal instrumental band formed in Los Angeles in 2013. They describe themselves as an epic instrumental metal band that encourages self-reflection with the intention of finding inner confidence in order to remind people that no matter what, they have the ability to conquer their literal and metaphorical battlefields. They have 2 EPs and 5 singles, and this song On the Wings of Dragons was released July 22nd, 2026. We have listened to Angels on the Battlefield before on this channel, I think about a year ago actually. It's called Modern Prometheus, and I was really shocked to find out that they were an instrumental band. I think even though I told y'all that they were an instrumental band, it just didn't like click until I actually listened to their music. So it's pretty cool because are they symphonic? I don't know. They're just like an instrumental metal band, no vocals. Quite interesting. If you guys haven't heard them before, I highly recommend that you check out my other video, Modern Prometheus, and also watch this video because I'm so curious to know what they sound like. So this song was released a few weeks ago by the time I'm recording this, but Modern Prometheus was released in 2019. So it's been 7 years since like they created Modern Prometheus, the last song that I did a reaction to, versus this song On the Wings of Dragons that I'm about to listen to. So I'm so curious to know what they sound like today. What if they added in vocals, y'all? I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I like it. Very passionate. Oh, okay. You know, this song couldn't have come in at a better time because I've been reading the 3rd book in the 4th Wing series, something Onyx. Ooh. Whoa. Nice. Wait, their guitar is really cool. It has like the steel plate design or whatever. Whoa, this is really good. Like actually, like I'm not kidding. You know it would be so cool, because it seems like this song doesn't have vocals. It would be so cool if like they did a trend. Y'all, if you do this, credit me, god damn it. It'd be cool if they did a trend where they were like, put lyrics over our music. This is nice. Wasn't Modern Prometheus a bit more like symphonic-y versus here? It's a bit more upbeat here, like their sound. They upped the production. I actually really like the background. I'm also kind of curious because there's no lyrics. You just have the title of the song and the music. So I'm wondering if this is like up to your own interpretation kind of deal. Ooh, the chorus in the background. That's very cool. Wait, that's really cool actually. Y'all hear that? I love that. I love that it also built up to this. You know, they didn't add in the chorus in the beginning of the song. Ooh. That's funny. I was just about to say, like, usually guitar solos are really fast, and this one isn't, but then they picked it up. Uh-oh. My dog really likes this song, too. Drums. build up. Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, actually that was really cool. That was really good. I was wondering what the song was about, right? Because I said maybe it's up to your own interpretation. There's no vocals and the imagery is kind of repeaty. It's kind of like, it didn't really tell a story. You're just watching a dragon fly around and the dragon like set a castle on fire. So I was wondering, is this kind of like up to your own interpretation of a story like that? Because I immediately thought of Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing is a book series, if you don't know. I guess it's a dark romantasy, I believe is what they call it. Anyways, that's what I thought. But it says here in the description of the YouTube video, On the Wings of Dragons is a song about believing in yourself and standing up to overwhelming difficulty despite all odds. It's the song you hear when you connect with that endless well of strength inside of you that helps you conquer anything that stands in your way. And it's also available on Spotify. Also, they put in their credits that the FX is done by a human person, so this was not AI, which at the end of the song I was like, wait, what if the background was made with like AI? But it's not, and we love that. Everything that you experienced here was done by real people, and we love that. I like this song. It was very like powerful, and it had interesting progression. Like there wasn't a lot of like copy and paste repeaty parts. They added in the chorus towards the middle of the song rather than putting it at the beginning of the song, which usually people nowadays, when they create music that they want to go viral or become popular, they put like the good stuff in the beginning because everybody has TikTok brain and we don't have the attention span to listen to over like a minute long of a video. But I like that they included a lot of different elements towards the end. It felt like a true progression of the song, which I think I said that in the last reaction video that I did. Yeah, I said that even though there's no lyrics and no vocals, I felt like they were telling a story, and you can tell not only by the visuals but by the music as well that they were telling a story with the sound. And I think that's a really cool talent to have. I still think that's a really great talent to have, because if you have an imagination, which I hope that you do, you can kind of fill in the blanks of what is happening just by hearing the music. I guess it's almost like a theme, not a theme song. There's a story in your head that you create to this song. And actually, yeah, it's kind of cool because what they said in their description is it's a song about believing in yourself and standing up to overwhelming difficulty despite all odds. And it's a song that you think about whenever you pull strength from inside of you that helps you overcome that obstacle. And I think that it's pretty cool that they don't have vocals, because whenever you go through something, there's music that's like nostalgic, but then there's music that kind of just plays in your head when something happens, or you could imagine a song sounding like a certain way when something happens, you know what I mean? Like whenever like soccer players walk onto a field, like they have a certain kind of song that they walk onto, right? Or like when figure skaters do their routine, they choose I guess they choose any kind of song, but normally they choose a song that like is more graceful and fluid. I think that's pretty cool because everybody goes through difficulties, obviously. Everybody, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. Everybody goes through difficulties. The interesting thing about humans is that we could go through the same traumatic experience, but we will never have the same reaction to it. Maybe we'd have similar reactions, but somebody could see something and be like, dang, that sucked. Okay, I'm gonna move on. And another person could see something and be like, dang, that sucks. I'm gonna think about this for the rest of my life and have it affect me. And another person could see the same thing and be like, hey, yeah, that really sucks and it is really affecting me, but I'm gonna get over it and I'm not gonna hold it with me for the rest of my life. And maybe I see it a little bit differently than the other two persons. So I think that it's cool that this song does not have vocals or lyrics that you're following, because you can kind of fill in the blank with your own personal experience, and you still get that feeling of, it's kind of like Love Bites. I know I've been on a Love Bites kick lately, but every time I listen to their music, it's very uplifting. You just get that feeling. And I know they're speaking English when they sing, but even if they're singing in Japanese, you could still get that same feeling of like uplifting resilience, like getting over something with strength. And I think that Angels on the Battlefield takes that into like a different direction, because it's not that they're singing in a different language, it's that they don't have lyrics at all. They don't have vocals at all. Like you can literally just fill in the blank with your own personal experience. And then you don't have people online telling you, no, this song means this, not this, you know, like bullshit, because it just means whatever it means to you. Like it's called On the Wings of Dragons, but you're not literally talking about being on a dragon, obviously. I hope that y'all understand me. We're gonna go ahead and watch it again. You know what's cool is that this song doesn't remind me of another song. Okay, also, I don't know if it's because of my equipment, like my earbuds or what's going on, but the sound kind of sounds a little muffled. Just a little bit. And like the background piano, like it's not coming through as clearly as I feel like it should in those moments. Like, I can tell that the guitar is like at the forefront. And like the da, da, it's like really, really, really low. Whereas I feel like when Nightwish does this, you can hear the da, da, like pretty distinctly. This is like the part where you're riding the dragon. It's a very like fluid, smooth part of the song. I like the chorus in the background. It's so good. Maybe if it was a bit more loud, it would be like really amazing. I just hear a lot of like guitar. Like the drum and the guitar are pretty clear. Right here, the vocals are pretty clear. Nice. That did not look like a guitar to me at first. I thought it was a bass guitar, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, yeah. I like that part. Doot, doot, doot with the guitar. In my second listen, I think towards the end, the chorus got a little repeaty, but it was like building up into like, it was like crescendoing, so it was fine. That's what I was like paying attention to. I think overall, it's a really solid song. I love the concept of like no vocals. You don't really experience that a lot with bands, and I'm very curious to know why they chose to not have vocals. That's really neat, right? Because a lot of people wouldn't choose to necessarily listen to music that doesn't have a vocalist unless it's like classical or like EDM techno. And I think this is the first metal band that I know of that doesn't have a vocalist. Because even like other like instrumental bands, their vocalist is like doing like a chorus sound, like yodels or whatever, you know. But this band just doesn't have any vocals at all. So what do you think about that? Actually, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this band not having any vocals? Do you think that this band would be better if they had a vocalist, or what? I want to know. I'm very curious to know. I'm curious to know if you know any other metal bands that don't have a vocalist. What did you think of when you listened to this song? What did it remind you of watching this music video? What did you think think about this music video. Let me know down in the comments below if I should listen to more stuff like this, and send me your recommendations as well for songs and musicians and bands to listen to, music videos to watch, live performances to react to, albums to react to. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, put down a fire emoji in the comments below. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. Please subscribe to support my YouTube channel. I post on Sundays, and I have a Patreon, patreon.com/INTJ reacts, where I post uncut, unedited music video reactions, uncut, unedited album reactions, and I have a lot of other additional content on my Patreon. So if you would like to support me as a content creator, you can do so by either becoming a member of my Patreon or subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is $0, and I would super appreciate it if you did that. And also if you shared these videos and like them, that helps me out a lot. It lets me know what you guys want to see on this channel. And yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this music video. I always like watching music videos from this band. They have a very interesting concept, and I hope that you guys had fun too. Thank you all for being here and watching this with me. I hope that you had fun as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Ah.